Band leaders say the actions of those officers yesterday during a violent confrontation at sea were not only reckless, they were criminal, and they're demanding charges be laid. Tonight, as Daryl McIntyre reports, the RCMP is investigating.
They're images that have grabbed the attention of the country. A small boat with native fishers is run down by a larger federal patrol boat. As the smaller boat begins to sink, the other turns and comes at it again, forcing the people on board to leap into the water.
There's going to be lives lost the way they're handling it right now.
Danny Ward also ended up in the water yesterday. Here, he and his fishing partner, Terry Dorward, are run down by a government boat. Moments later, Ward's boat has disappeared beneath the waves. The men are in the water, and one officer appears to lean out of his boat and beat Dorward with a baton. He says these scars came from that encounter, and his partner says things could have been worse.
I mean, anybody could have easily got hit by the props of the boat. There's so many boats out there running around, people in the water, swimming for their lives.
Burnt Church leaders agree, and they're calling on the RCMP to lay charges of attempted murder against some of the fisheries officers involved.
Should the RCMP not proceed with laying charges, we'll be left with the definite proof that there are two levels of laws in Canada. One for the First Nations, one for the other Canadians.
RCMP officers themselves were involved in the raid. Still, they are investigating DFO's actions, and in the meantime, they're asking people to stay calm.
We realize there's high tension in the fishing communities with the native and non-native, but we are asking the people to stay calm, let common sense prevail, and start to find a solution to the problem.
Although they're not ready to pass judgment on their officers yet, even fisheries officials admit yesterday's raid looked bad.
What we've seen is extremely un-Canadian, and it's not the Canadian way to maintain the peace in Canada, so we'll be looking at this very, very seriously.
Well, first of all, we've asked that we have an internal review of that incident, but you have to remember this is a 12-hour operation, and that was one unfortunate incident. But at the same time, our officers working under difficult conditions where people are throwing rocks and bricks, and we've had injuries to our fisheries officers.
High winds and choppy waters kept most fishers from dropping new lobster traps in the water. For now, most here say they intend to fish no matter what Ottawa does to stop them, including Danny Ward.
I got one more trap left in the yard. I'm going to be putting that in today, and I'm going to see if I can get some more later on, but I'm going to keep fishing.
For now, though, Ward and the other warriors are busy clearing space in their yards, space for tents. Support is already coming in from across the country. This warrior is from the Cheam Band in British Columbia, this one from an Ontario band. And Mi'kmaq leaders here say more are on the way. Daryl McIntyre, CBC News, Burnt Church, New Brunswick.
A German military